Hey, it's Kim again, and my hair is messed up because it's raining outside right now, and I just got back from school. Yes, I just did a presentation at school about a rather controversial subject. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I think a lot of the people in my class are kind of mistakenly led to believe that I just like to do controversial subjects for my projects and presentations. That's not the case. I actually find that usually people in general tend to kind of get their idea how the world works, how things go, and they kind of settle. And this is what it is, and don't anybody tell me that this is not the right way things go. And so I like to pick some of those hot topics that I personally feel strongly one way or another about, and then when I do my project, I'm doing all this research on it, and I'm finding out that maybe I was right, maybe I was wrong, maybe there's more to it than what I originally thought there was, and I find it rather fun. Now, word of warning about that is there are people that they think a certain way about an issue, and then they go and do research on it, and you would think, oh great, they're opening up their minds, but they interpret the research that they're doing to fit what they already felt about the subject in the first place, and that's a dangerous rut to get into. So I just thought I'd tell you about that. And I can't remember if this was Savvy or if it was Avalon Moon 91, and I'm sure there are other pagans out there or witches that have done a video on the topic that I'm doing mine on today. But that is finding your witchy stuff at thrift stores, and I've been wanting to do this for a while since I saw those videos. I was like, there is no way my local Goodwill has witchy stuff there. No freaking way. But I found that as far as this stuff goes that I got, some of it I had to interpret as witchy stuff, but my boyfriend, who is not pagan, but he thinks like one for some weird reason, he is awesome. He finds me some of the most amazing stuff, and like, you will not believe it. To start with, I got this bowl for $1. My altar is a computer desk from Walmart, and it's not very big, and so I wanted a smallish glass bowl for mixing my own incense in, for maybe cleansing crystals and things like that. And so this bowl works for that for me. This is kind of weird. I got it for $2. Okay, one sec. First of all, this pretty box is what it came in, and I was like, oh, that's adorable, that's so pretty, that's perfect. And I get it home, and this is what it is. But that's okay, because for $2, and this is not entirely witchy, but I've been getting into herbal teas and stuff here lately. And with this, I've seen on YouTube several witches using this kind of a teacup to put their loose leaves in there and brewing teas. So I was like, that is awesome to find, even if I do not understand what is on the teacup. Okay, there's that. And I got my very first tea kettle. Someday I would love to get like a porcelain tea kettle, you know, tea set. But this is awesome for now. I've got an old tiny little gas stove in my tiny little kitchen, and this will do wonders for me too. I bet I can down that whole thing in a night. We're talking tea here, so no calories to worry about. And this, I found this still in its original. Oh, this was $6 for the tea kettle, and this was $6 too. It is called a floating garden, and basically there's like a bowl thing in here, and you put the rocks in the bottom of it, and you fill it up with water, and then you float the candles on top. And these are light green leaves. So I will probably end up incorporating, oh, it's a glass bowl. Awesome. It's even more awesome than I thought. I will probably end up incorporating this into one of my Sabbath rituals, and I think, I'm not positive about this, but I think I have little white flower special candles for floating in water too. So when these leaves are gone, I had those too, and I got those at a thrift store too, and I have a whole bunch of those. So this is like the thing that keeps on being able to be used, and if I didn't say so before, I got it for $6. And then I got this little candle holder. It is really cute. I have been trying to work on, I have a real problem. I do this at the regular store, and it's even worse at thrift stores. I will go through and I will pick something up off the shelf. I'm like, oh, that is so awesome. I love it. Put it back and walk on. I am in the mindset of wanting to save money when I do that. I was kind of raised to always question myself. Do you really need that? Is that really going to make your life better for the long run? The problem is when you get home and you're like, I wanted that. I could so use that. Right now would be the perfect time to use that. I did that recently with some earbuds that I wanted at the store. They were Hello Kitty, and I love Hello Kitty. And they had the little rubber things that you set in your ears, and it said $14 on the shelf. And I was like, oh, that I need that. But I put it back because I was like, well, at the Dollar Tree, I got some earbuds that were only $1, and $1 is way better than $14, so I put them back. The problem was the ones that I got at the Dollar Tree were hard, round little pieces. Okay, probably about that big, I guess. And when I put them in my ears, especially when I'm at school and I'm in the computer lab and I'm just messing around, put some music in the background, trying to block out other people's music that's not so pleasant, the hard plastic and the sides of them was too big for the insides of my ears, and it felt like it was just stretching and pulling on my ears, and I'd have earaches when I got home. And every time I went to the store and saw those Hello Kitty earbuds, I was like, I need those, I want those, I have to have them. And then I put them back on the shelf. Not too smart of me. I finally went and got them. They ended up being $7 instead of $14 when I got up to the counter, and I love them. I use them all the time. But I decided that I was going to work on picking up things that resonate with me. And when I picked this up, it's not the most beautiful candle holder in the world, but when I picked it up, I felt kind of a connection to it. and I realized this is the thing I'm going to pick up and not put back down. I kind of imagine the person that put this, made this hand painting the design on there. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, I do like it, and it kind of matches my altar cloth a little bit, and so I'm going to incorporate this into my altar, just because I need to work on not being so wishy-washy about buying things sometimes, because sometimes you really need something and I just put it back down because I second guess myself, and that's not cool. So for the final thing that my boyfriend found, he like walked around the corner and came back. I was like, what? How'd you find that? Isn't that awesome? I did a little research. I'm not totally, I'm going to be honest here. Not that I'm not usually, I'm brutally honest. I have decided that I want to start working with the chakras a little bit, but I haven't yet. I have got me some information about it to get into it, but I haven't really started working with that yet. It's kind of something my dad wanted me to start getting into years ago, and he even made me a meditation CD for it, but my ex-boyfriend thought that it was creepy that my dad did that for me, and he wouldn't let me use it. So yes, I've been in a really bad relationship before, but now I have an awesome boyfriend who picks out things like this for me, and he's not even pagan in any way, shape, or form, but he found this and he brought it to me, and he was like, oh, this looks like something you'd like. I was like, yeah, that's something I like. So as far as I can tell, it's got all the colors of the chakra in it. I could be wrong, and I'm open to being told about that in a nice way. I don't know exactly what candles would go into this. I think it's a candle holder. It might be for putting water in, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing with it. Yeah, probably. I might put a candle in the center here and then fill each of these with my full moon water. It'll be pretty. But yeah, I thought that was just totally awesome. It might be supposed to be shot glasses, but I don't really drink, so there goes that. But yes, so trip to Goodwill ended up being a blast. I'm anxious to do it again when I get some more money. Oh, this was $6. So everything in all. Oh, and this was $2. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at that. Everything in all ended up being about $23, $24, I think. So, yeah, that was a really good trip, and like I said, I'm anxious to do it again. I'm kind of hoping to find a magical type cabinet shelf thing here soon. You can't see it, but in this corner here I have a bunch of junk and stuff, and I am looking to move that out of the way and put a shelf or a cabinet right here to put my incense and herbs as I get them, and candles and such in there. Right now you are sitting on my heater, so I don't know how safe that'll be to put that there, but I live in a very tiny apartment right now, so I don't have much to work with. I have a lot of closets in the living room, but space-wise, as far as, you know, figuring out where to put stuff, plugs are even a nightmare, finding a place to plug something in. And I need a new lamp, so I need to be on the lookout for that, but there's a Family Dollar going out of business down the road from me, so I'm thinking I'm going to go maybe tomorrow or the next day and see if I can find a new bedside lamp for real cheap. They say like 75% off in the window. So, yay! Well, I better go before I start rambling on and on and on. So, let's see.